Oh, you're fine. Say hi, Jenna.
Hi, Dave.
How you
doing? This is exciting.
I'm glad you're having a good time. It's a big city.
Yes, it is. It's awesome.
Say what? That's right.
Jackson, hold on.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling queasy.
Good, good. All right. Look at those clowns posing out there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going up top.
Gotta step out. Hey, take a picture. That's funny.
Go yell at him.
Hey, Austin, look that way. Go back. Look that way.
The gal who's just coming back in now, she ain't looking too comfortable about it. No, Mommy, I don't want to go out there. I'll clean my room, really. Look at him posing, he's great. That's a great shot.
Sorry, I didn't lay it on my arm. Stupid. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
So kind of an upward angle so you can see down. It's scary. I got butterflies now. Just looking down.
I think your battery's dead or something on this one.
Check that one. Maybe do it the long way.
Alright, you want me to do it down one? Yeah. Ready, 1, 2. I'll do a long one like this. That's pretty cool. You guys ready over here? One more. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you guys.
Hold on.
I hope you can see my gums.
Here, you can hold the video camera. Just get me in the frame there. It's taking shots. You don't need to do anything. No, I'm not going to do it. Absolutely not.
Why?
I dislike heights. Talk about natural primal fears, man.
Primal fears.
Okay, you gotta turn around and say something for the turn around and say something for the your kids. How does it make you feel?
It's really squeezing. Yeah. This is really crazy, kids, I'm telling you.
Oh, you're braver than me. You already made it out a couple feet further than me.
Okay.
I'm good. Nope. Okay, there you go.
Yes, as I'm trying to work right. Sorry about that.
You're out there with your sister. All right.
Try it. Those are really cool when you lay down. Wait, what's
Oh, jumpers out there.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Oh, what a picture.
What is he charged for that? I have no idea.
I think you need to keep the cards and you can get the prints later downstairs somewhere. So it just gets digitally logged with that number. I think she'll give you another card and then you go get it somewhere else.
Okay.
That's my guess. Either that or they log it on the same number, one of those two. No, fuck. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Just a little bit. Alright, look up at the camera. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Let me make sure you don't bleed.
All right. Looks okay to me.
Thank you. You guys have your viewers?
All right.
Doors closing.
Say hi, John.
Clark and Division is next. Doors open on the left at Clark and Division. Standing passengers, please do not lean against the doors.
I'd like to get off for Clark and Division. I'll do my best. Which may not be a very good guess. We'll see. We'll see.
Clark and Division.
Alrighty, we don't want to do that. We don't want to go back down. Alrighty. Woo. Alright. Clark and Division.
Art can be interpreted in a lot of ways. Now on the right side, here's another well-known statue. Notice the gold statue there in the lobby. Anyone recognize that? It's the Winged Victory from the Louvre in Paris, France. But ours is made of gold and there's chocolate inside. Just kidding. Now on the left side is probably one of the great monuments to Chicago's early skyscraper construction. This is one of the oldest skyscrapers Chicago has, the Marquette Building, named in honor of Father Marquette and Joliet, who explored this area for France. Now look above the doorways. Do you see the four plaques? The one on the left that shows Marquette setting off on his trip of discovery. And the second one, he's being attacked by an American Indian tribe, and he's holding up the peace pipe. The Indians back off and allow him to explore. And he continues on his travels in the next two plaques. So Chicago and the Midwest really were part of France during the colonial period up until the Indian War, or the 7 Years' War, as it's referred to in Europe. Now on the left side, we're going to see one of the big public pieces of artwork. We're going to see several as we go through. Notice under the canopy those bright colors. These are the mosaics of Marc Chagall, who gave these and called these the Four Seasons of Chicago. Very typical of his artwork. Notice the bodies floating through the air, lots of movement, bright colors. Very typical of his artwork. Marc Chagall. Now on the right side we have a new skyscraper, and I want you to notice in front of this building there's an open square. Here's another reason why Chicago has tall buildings. Remember we said the first skyscraper in the world was built here in Chicago in 1885. Another reason is when a building is being built and in the designs they leave open spaces like this, or they put a big piece of artwork in front of the building, they gain credit to make the building taller and taller and taller. So the space they lose at the bottom, they gain a lot more space at the top, making for taller and taller buildings. So that's another reason why Chicago has tall buildings. Now in the next intersection, we're going to see a piece of artwork, a huge sculpture, so famous it does not have a name. It goes by the artist's name, the Picasso statue. In front of Daly Center, the brown building there, offices for the city and the county. Now look in front of it, do you see the big statue there? There's the Picasso statue. Can anyone tell me, what is that? What do you think that is?
It's right there, Mom.
Any guesses?
A woman.
How about an elephant? A giraffe? An angel? Yes. Aardvark. Ooh, I like that one. That's a cool one. What do aardvarks eat? Anybody know?
Ants.
Don't they eat ants or something like that? I think that does look like an aardvark now that you mention it. But you know, Picasso never told us. But there are two theories. It might be his pet dog or his second wife. We're not sure, okay? But when that was unveiled by the former mayor, Richard Daley, the father, he said something interesting about the statue. He said, what we do not understand today will become familiar tomorrow, which means only one thing. He had no idea what it was either, okay? But he was right. It's become so familiar, it now is the great icon of the city of Chicago. There it is, the Picasso statue. Now, I'm going to
There we go. Now we're talking.
This is the famous State Street, made famous by Frank Sinatra in a song about Chicago. Remember the song, guys? Chicago, Chicago, a town. And I'm not going to sing anymore because I don't know how to sing anyway, okay? But in that song, Frank Sinatra said he actually saw a man dance with his own wife here on State Street in Chicago, okay? Now, for decades, Chicago was the big commercial district of the city. So if you look to the right and to the left, you'll see all of these wonderful stores. And in front of us, to the right as I make a left turn, is the largest department store in the Midwest, the former Marshall Fields department store. There it is. 2 years ago, Macy's from New York City bought it and changed the name to Macy's. So I go ahead and do some great shopping. That's the place to do it. Now look in front of the trolley on the right side. You see the big Chicago billboard in red and white? If you've seen the movie Chicago, that's where that supposedly took place at the Chicago Theater. However, the Chicago sign is...
Wow. Yeah. It is.
Took a picture of the ground.
Yeah, warmer. So you may end up with a souvenir poncho to use in Marshall. Excellent.
Yeah.
So, what kind of picture would you like?
Oh, with her?
Yeah. Oh, look at it. Oh,
Yeah.
darn pig looking up. Oh God.
I don't want to look up her dress, but yeah.
Okay, good enough. Look at the shoes. They did a good job on the shoes too. Yeah. Oh, is it flooded? No, it's a plexiglass. All right. Oh, that's that famous scene of her walking over the grate in a big city. I see. They recreated the grate too.
Okay.
That's that famous. I don't remember if it was a movie or from a newsreel when she walked over a grate and got the updraft and stopped her skirt. Yeah.
That's right.
So they recreated the grate too. It was part of their famous.
We're embracing the river. Rooftop terraces, balconies, beautiful walkway. 70 townhomes, European row house style would describe them. And every one was sold prior to construction, 2002, 1.2 million. Architectural firms from Chicago, Papa George, and Hayes. It's open to the public. All the river property is public. Some places have a little bit easier access, but they are open to the public. For example, the East Bank Club, when the real estate market is booming, they don't want to be left behind. 40-plus story. Kingsbury Plaza here on the right. These are all rentals, by the way. Nobody owns a unit here. Studio, about $1,300 a month. 2 bedrooms, $3,300 a month. Generally speaking, the higher you go, the higher the rent. Market plays a role, of course. Talk about adaptive reuse. This used to be a printing warehouse here. This is the Chicago River Lofts. The loft unit here, you're generally talking about a space with wall for a bedroom and a bathroom. Now, we were working last night, you know, it's real dark here, and boy, did we get a peek in here. Really neatly designed and decorated many of these places. This is an upscale property today on the Chicago River. On the other side of the Ohio Street Bridge here, we're going to see another group of properties representative of all the growth downtown. They all surround a little park. It's called Erie Park. Somewhat unique architecturally are two that are described as European industrial style. I'm talking about Erie on the park with all the exposed steel. And a similar structure to its right, Kingsbury on the park. Lucien Legrand, the architect, very French of course, but his practice has been here in Chicago for over 30 years easily. Let me point one out before we lose it. See the blue tinted windows and the masonry corners back there? That is the Montgomery. When it's built in the early 1970s, that's the offices for Montgomery Ward catalog firm. Pretty much residential today. By the way, the architect who designed the Montgomery also designed the World Trade Centers in New York City. The gentleman's name was Minoru Yamasaki, Japanese American. Attitudes are changing towards the river. You can see that as commercial and residential properties embrace the river. Chicago City Ordinance also changing. To build on a river today, you got to make sure that you include public access, a river wall. I want you to add some green space to your property. That certainly was the case in River Place 2 and 3, two newer condominium properties here on the right. Also designed by Papa George and James. Greek, you know. The guy's name is George Papa George. No text, they're my friends. Two National Historic Landmarks coming up on the right. Originally, these are Montgomery Ward's properties. The first one from 1925 was the original offices for that catalog firm. If you're not aware, they were a catalog firm in business for 125 years, headquartered right here. When they got out of business in 2002, the properties are converted. Some commercial, quite a bit residential. You didn't walk on the river. When they redeveloped them, they opened the river walk. Buildings used to come down to the river. And I remember them painted white many times over, like whitewash. For example, the huge concrete structure ahead of us dates back to 1908. It's called the Domain today. When they peel away years of white paint, the masonry horizontal lines become apparent again, giving the structure a prairie-style look to its architecture. The prairie style very much emphasizing horizontal. When they're designing this building way back in 1908, there's a young architect by the name of Frank Lloyd Wright designing single-family homes in the prairie style in and around Chicago. There is an island in Chicago, only one, and it's straight ahead of us. You're looking at Goose Island. The natural North Branch is left, and it's a man-made channel to the right. They actually created an island here. Predominantly industrial today, including Kendall College, which is visible, a respected culinary school. Wrigley has a huge brand new facility on the north end of Goose Island. By the way, the North Branch is the natural source of this river. Up near Wisconsin, three little tributaries begin to form. They flow south. They finally come together, forming this North Branch. This is a temporary facility, if you're looking at. It's called the 365-degree Theater, Peter Pan. And by the way, it's gotten outstanding reviews. It is a combination of live actors in the round with computer animation. Great reviews for Peter Pan. We'll be here through September. A couple of points of trivia regarding this huge warehouse building.
This is the before picture. What do you think?
Yeah. The butterflies.
Northeast of the pier is the John Hancock Center. These are just a few buildings that combine to form the magnificent skyline of this vast architectural capital of the world.
So tell me your most personal secret so I can put it on YouTube.
Yeah, right. I'm getting nauseous.
Thank you for riding the Navy Pier Ferris wheel.
Dave, don't move.
Say what?
I said don't move.
You mean like that?
Dave, please don't.
I won't.
Oh.
Can I ask an unusual favor?
What's that?
Can you move towards me? I want to feel what you just felt.
No.
All right, I want to know how. Because I know that it would have swayed a little bit, but. Oh, look at that little remote control boats down there.
Top visited attraction, drawing more than 8 million visitors annually. Please enjoy the next few minutes as we educate and entertain you from the top of Navy Pier's most popular ride.
Chicago, Chicago, that title in town. Chicago, Chicago, I'll show you around. Bet your bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago. Chicago, town that Marty Fay could not shut down. On State Street, that great street, I just want to say.
Yeah, there's the Hancock Tower. I'm sorry we don't have quite enough time to hit that too. The thing with the yeah, that's almost as tall as the Sears Tower, and they got a little place at the top. You can go with a date or something, and they sell outrageously priced snacks. You know, if you want to stay for a few minutes, and but it's funny.
The Navy Pier Ferris wheel was modeled after the first Ferris wheel, built for Chicago's Columbia World's Exposition of 1893, and stands 150 feet high. Presented by McDonald's, the Navy Pier Ferris wheel provides spectacular views of the city for up to 240 passengers and its 40 gondolas. The original Ferris wheel, designed by George Washington Ferris, was actually 100 feet taller, and its time held up to 1,500 feet. With 16,000 lights aboard the Ferris wheel spokes, the wheel can be seen for miles around and truly has become a widely recognized fixture on the Chicago skyline. Now sit back and enjoy the view.
It's amazing.
This is my kind of town, Chicago.
Oh, look at that, a parking deck over there. I didn't know about that.
The lakefront playground provides a remarkable view of the Chicago skyline.
Yeah.
Even more so from high on top of the Navy Pier Ferris wheel. As you look towards
They
the
even got
south along
capacity
the lake,
left. That's a
you can see the
surprise.
spectacular museum campus. The dome building to the east is the Adler Planetarium. And the building to the west is the Shed Aquarium. If you look a little further west on the museum campus, you'll spot the Field Museum of Natural History with its striking pillars. Just south of there is the McCormick Place Complex, the largest exposition complex in the Western Hemisphere. It can easily be located by finding the tallest building to the south.
Yeah, that's the museum
High
campus
efficiency
over there.
McCormick Place. In
Yeah.
the foreground, you will see Grant Park, frequently called Chicago's front yard, the legacy of world-famous architect Daniel
Oh, we're on our
Burke.
way down. This is as high as we go. So how you feeling?
I'm feeling better now.
Now that you know we're on the way down.
Yeah, just starting off just gets me.
You know what's funny is the Sears Tower is almost completely obscured by the other buildings. Yeah. And there's one of those double-decker buses down there that we would have been on.
Chicago is the great building. Chicago is the Union Stockyard. Chicago is one town that won't let.
Oh, look at all the seagulls up there on top of the roof.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, there's a cool ride there. Look at that one bouncing up and down. With a row of seats. Yeah.
She got that one at Cedar Point.
Yeah.
Chicago is home to an array of impressive skyscrapers. There's the Aon Center to the southwest. The slender steel structure faced with light gray granite is the second tallest building on the city's skyline. Behind the Aon Center is the Sears Tower, the city's tallest structures in the world, rising to over 1,400 feet or 110 stories. Now, if you'll just look west of Navy Pier, you'll see Lake Point Towers. At 645 feet, it was the tallest apartment building in the world when it was completed in 1968.
Yeah.
Northeast of the pier is the John Hancock Center.
Yeah.
These are just a few buildings that combine to form the magnificent skyline of this vast architectural capital of the world.
Oh, we got a good warning sticker here. It's a checklist of things to do next time. Light up a cigarette, stand up, stick arms and legs out, take off shirt and shoes, exit early, and drop stuff.